What's up, gang? Jose here at Wire Ninjas, and welcome back to another edition of the Wire Ninjas Workbench video series. Today we're going to be looking at tools, in particular my tool set. My main tool set that I use and deploy every day in the field. And I specifically pulled it straight out of the van, did not fix it, edit it, clean it up, doctor it in any type of way. I want you guys to see what it's looking like in the condition it is, and I know we're gonna be missing some stuff thanks to the staff pulling on my tools and stuff like that, but I'm trying to open myself up and show you guys what it's really like to be a wire ninja, so I'm very excited about it. Actually, it's giving me smiles. So let's take a look. Let's take a look at what we got here. First pocket, you have your punch down tool. This is an impact punch down tool. This one's from Platinum Tools. Klein actually makes a really high quality one too. So that's your punch down tool. We use it for punching down cat keystones on a regular basis. This is a 4-in-1 screwdriver that doesn't belong here in this side of the bag, but it's made from Southwire. Really nice little grippy handle. It's got the top that spins, so as you turn, this will spin, so you can give you some speed there. And then it's a 4-in-1, so it's got this little insert, and you can pull and flip out the little inserts. Next, we have a pencil that is displaced. We have our stripping tool. This one's from Platinum Tools. This is like their Pro Strip. Yeah, it's actually called the Pro Strip, 25R. But there is different levels to this stuff. If you're a pro, like I said, doing this every day, get yourself some nice tools, especially for termination. Now, this is my compression tool. This will compress fittings for coaxial cabling, RG59, RG6, compression type connectors. That includes the assortment of compression type connectors. Primarily, we use it for terminating standard coaxial connections, as well as RCA onto coaxial cable. Next would be something I use every day. This is your Easy RJ Pro HD from Platinum Tools. It's for use with Easy RJ45 and Easy RJ12/11 connectors. Now, this does a lot of stuff. This will strip your wire jacket for you. As you can see, there's a lower partition for stripping wire. Next, we have our scissors, and these are Platinum Tools. So many companies make these. Klein makes them. A million other companies make these. Southwire makes what they call a pro grade one. It's black. It's a little bit nicer looking. It looks like it's made of finer materials. It's maybe sharper and the cut on it's better. But honestly, I don't like the handle on that one. I used it for a while. I don't know if it's in here. It might not be in here anymore. But these standard ones with the little grippy handle, same shape and size you'll see in most stores, are simply wonderful. Now, these pliers are for coax. Coax is a very strong cable. It has a heavy, metal jacket around the cable, and it's a solid core copper wire, but it's kind of heavy. So it's best to use the coaxial cutters or stronger, cutters. Especially, don't be cutting coax with these. You're going to ruin your scissors immediately. Finally, we have the Exo Crimper. This is specifically made for Platinum Tools Exo connectors. What's cool about this one is it will do standard connectors with this replaceable die in the middle. You can pull out this whole assembly and convert it into one of these more standard style for crimping, the standard RJ45s. These are for the metal shielded Exo connectors where you have the metal shield, you have, a shielding inside the category cabling, and it needs to be grounded. They have a ground line, so you wrap that around the shield after you're done terminating, and then you close off the shield itself. But these are awesome. These are much newer design. All right, let's take a look into the main compartment. Main compartment, I have a drill. I don't always keep a drill in here, but it's nice to have because you very often use a drill for many, many things, whether it's removing a wall plate, whether it's actually drilling in hardware, wall hardware, whatever it is. This is one of the most important tools in the bag, in the field. A little portable speaker. Now, I'm being honest, totally honest. Speakers are great in the field. They increase productivity, they keep morale up, they keep everybody happy, they keep everybody jamming. The day is not the same if we don't have a little music going for me and my crew. Let's go inside. Tape measure. Do I really have to explain this one? This thing is an SPL meter. This one's new. It's from Amazon. It's $50. This one's it's been great, honestly. It's a nice, sturdy design. It's got a nice little grippy feel to it. This is primarily what I use for setting the levels on any home audio system we installed. It's part of the calibration process. This thing is actually vital for getting those levels right. Now, this is our labeling machine. We use the Brady BMP21 Plus. This is the best labeler I found in the, look at that, Wire Ninjas branding, baby. This is the best labeler I found so far. This is my stud finder. This is the only stud finder you'll ever see me using. It's from Franklin Sensors. I believe it has 9 or 11 sensors on board. Now, every other stud finder market sucks in my opinion. This one, as soon as I found it, I never looked back. It is so awesome, this stud finder. I highly recommend you get something that looks like this. I know Ryobi basically, I think they licensed the technology or has Franklin making them their own, because I saw a Ryobi one the other day in store and it looked exactly the same, except it was in that crazy Ryobi color, that green. So, like I said before, headlamps. Headlamps are very important if you're crawling around attics, crawl spaces, or even if you're looking in the back of a rack or an AV cabinet. Headlamps are the best way to do it. We'll go one by one with the hand tools here, as soon as we get them sorted out a bit. It's definitely a mess down there. Velcro is absolutely vital. We use Velcro for all our wire tie downs. Any wires we're tying down, we do it with Velcro for many reasons. It's very reusable, serviceable. So basically, if you have to add a wire or move a wire, you just undo the Velcro, move your wire, add your wire, and then re-stick it down. It's beautiful. That, it doesn't leave any gum or goo on any of the wires, kind of like tape does. And it's not very harsh with the wires, especially like, I don't like to put zip ties on cat cabling because it messes up the wire eventually over time. It really creates a bite into the wire jacket. This is a square. I don't use it every day, but it's nice to have on board. This is for heavier work, or, you know, if I'm cutting out drywall. If I need a square of drywall, or I'm custom fabricating drywall back, you know, repairs, stuff like that. This is a mini square. It pretty much does the same thing, but you can catch angles on this thing. This is called, like, I guess a Swanson square, as opposed to the regular old school square. This thing is great for a lot of things, moldings, cutting angles, or simply cutting a square line, you know. Oh, Allen keys. These are great to have, very important. I don't use them often, to be honest, but when I do need them, there's nothing that could suffice otherwise. You simply have to have a nice set of Allen keys on board. Now, there's standard, there's metric. Which one you have, I don't know. Maybe you have both. I kind of get away with just one set. More Velcro. Random rack ears. I have rack ears. That doesn't belong in here. Under here, I keep my snake. So I can get away with... So, like, basically the whole goal of this bag is to have one bag on site, and I can do most things, and that includes this snake. It's a little mini snake. It's got 25 feet of snake inside. I can pull a lot of wires with this. It's very rare that I can't use this to get what I want done inside a wall. Ooh, Platinum Tools. This is my drywall saw. I use this thing pretty much every day, and as you can tell, it's got no tip on it. That's how much I use this thing. This is the best one I found. I've tried every drywall saw on the market. I would highly recommend the Platinum Tools one. It is phenomenal. Ooh, safety glasses. These you really should use, guys. Your eyes are so important. Without your eyes, you can't do anything. All right, so these are very old. These came with me from the automotive field. It's probably the only tool I have left from that field. These are my Lennox Bulldog aviation snips, or tin snips, or super mega scissors. They'll cut through, I bet, a 1/4 inch of metal. I use them for cutting metal brackets, metal studs. These are the Bulldogs with the short tips. Honestly, they suck. The regular ones with the longer ends are much better. I would definitely recommend them over these Bulldogs. I got these because I thought they'd be better. I thought they'd be smaller in my tool pouch. I'm always looking to minimalize, but they honestly kind of suck, and I find myself reaching for the other guys' snips because there's just not much bite between the thickness of the metal you're trying to cut and the shortness of these teeth. You get about that much per cut. It's ridiculous. Then you have all jagged edges on the metal. These are a little bit special. These are, as you can see, There's a little scissoring mechanism. These are my super long needle nose pliers. These are wonderful for sticking in, grabbing a wire, pulling it out through a small hole, a receptacle, stuff like that. I've even used it to manipulate a snake in the ceiling where I didn't have the height to do so. Really cool to have that extra length. I prefer these over your standard needle nose pliers. Next would be your typical needle nose pliers. Great for certain applications, great for holding wires while you're trying to do certain things. They have a nice grip on them. I have, let's say, 5 different screwdrivers plus the mini. I'm missing a stubby. It's always good to have a little stubby screwdriver, you know, just like this, but a little stubby and a multi-use. There's only so much clearance sometimes when you're working overhead a projector or something of this nature. But these are my main drivers. You have your mini. I'm missing my stubby, the short little fat stubby. I need to get another one. It's been actually a while that I haven't had it. I've been making do without it, but it's not cool to not have it. And I think that about covers it, buddies. All right, gang, so that wraps up my little video here on my main tool set. Those are my tools. That's what I use every day in the field. I wanted to show you guys what I use, particularly because I study tools a lot. I'm looking for better tools all the time. I know there's better tools that exist, but I wanted to show you guys what it actually takes. It doesn't take much, honestly, a couple $100 and you have a nice working tool set and you can do what I do on a daily basis. You really don't need much. You don't need to spend much. Be practical, be smart. I gave you guys pointers on what to get. Don't go for a $20 stud finder. Get the right stud finder. There is certain things you have to spend a little bit on, but in my opinion, I mean, my tool set is a fraction of what other people's are. You know, I see what guys are carrying in the field. They have the nicest stuff. All that WeHa stuff is incredibly expensive, incredibly nice and well worth the price, but you have to consider, if you lose one or more of those tools, how angry are you going to be when you're out a couple $100 on simply a few tools as opposed to a couple hundred for a full tool set? So I really want to bring this to you guys so that you can see what it actually takes, you know, what we generally use every day in the field and why we use it, how we use it. I'm just trying to be real with you guys. That's all it comes down to, and I hope you appreciate that, and that's all I got for you. We'll see you next time. I really appreciate you guys watching. I'm very happy with this whole thing. It makes me so happy to bring you guys anything and everything I possibly can, and I'm very grateful, so thank you.
Oh my gosh, is that the Dreamedia van in my neighborhood? What? Wait!